21 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Barkley, toss play left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
One play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. On first down, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one. Here's Jacobs. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Dillon from 4 yards out. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Rodgers on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. It's a room to maneuver. And how about that for just running out the clock? 193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Play action. It's Fields. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And here's Rodgers to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Now a first down throw, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Fields. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A toss out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they... Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off play action, Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Allen's throw taken in by Cooper here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To the air, Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Allen now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Allen now looks to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
I'm going back to you. He's coming.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. 241 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They snap it to Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started, and there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. Past the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Second down and goal. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. Touchdown, Patriots. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. In line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jamin Davis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Allen going to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Allen. Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Fields now to throw. Trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked out by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, Allen. Flush to his right. It's caught. Cooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd and 9, Allen forced out to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll roll him out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Browns. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Fields. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Here's Fields. And he will find his man Ruggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now it's Fields off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now Fields. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Prater's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lambia, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.